Hello guys, Robot1 here, and today I have my Lunalight deck profile for you. Basically, I've been testing Lunalights quite a bit lately. I've been building the deck slowly, and I finally managed to get all of the cards. And I kind of wanted to show off my build of the deck because I wouldn't say it's a conventional Lunalight build, and I thought it'd be really interesting to show on the channel, seeing as in testing it's been doing really well. I've been having a lot of games where I've been just winning very easily, or just been going second and killing my opponent with great ease. And I wanted to show you guys the deck build because it's something that I've been testing and I'm really enjoying the testing. So I thought it would be a good idea to show you my Lunalight deck profile. So today we're going to be taking a look at it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So, for starters, we obviously play the triple Lunalight Tiger. She says once per turn, summon a Lunalight from the graveyard. Basically, the whole deck revolves around Lunalight Tiger and Lunalight Kaleido Chick, which we also play free of. You will basically these two cards are the full combo of the deck, where you can pretty much end on any board you want. Literally, your three other cards in your hand do not matter in your opening hand, as long if you open Kaleido Chick and Lunalight Tiger, you pretty much have full combo in the deck. And they are very important for the strategy, and I don't really need to go too deep into detail, because basically this one summons from the graveyard and this one sends to the graveyard, so and this sends for cost, so they can't ash it. So pretty much you're guaranteed to have any rank 4 in the game you want, any rank 4 in the game you want, any link 2 in the game you want, just with these two cards, and that kind of goes all the way into the full combo. Very good cards, and literally this is the whole reason the deck is a good deck. But for other Lunalights, we're playing 2 Lunalight Yellow Martin. Basically, you don't need to be playing 3 of this, because you've got a Kaleido Chick to send it to the graveyard. You don't actually need to play free, and also she actually has other utility, because basically what this one does is you can return a Lunalight monster on your board to your hand, and then special summon her from the hand or the graveyard, but when she leaves the board after this, she will be banished. And that's one of the reasons you do play 2. Because if you do summon her and you need to link her away, she will be banished. But you play 2 just for that one instance when that happens. Also, as more fodder to send to the graveyard with Kaleido Chick, of course. But she also uses it for another effect, because when she's sent to the graveyard, when this card is leaves the field, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add 1 Lunalight spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Now, we're only playing 1 Lunalight spell or trap card in our deck, but basically this will allow us to search it, giving us discard fodder for other cards in our deck. So you want to be playing 2 of this, just because it's a bit of a consistency card, and also it just gives you even more free summons. And the last Lunalight we play is 1 Lunalight Emerald Bird. Basically, whenever she's summoned, you can discard a Lunalight card, say an extra Chick, a Martin, or the Lunalight Spell Trap card, such as the Serenade Dance, and you get to just discard that card and draw a card to give you more advantage. You only play 1 of this, you don't need to play more than 1 of this, it is literally just a one-off. She also has a neat bonus thing, is if she sends the graveyard by an effect, you can special summon a Lunalight from a level 4 or lower Lunalight from your graveyard, so has that little bonus as well. But that's the Lunalight package. You don't really need to play any more Lunalights like this. 3 Tiger, 3 Chick, 2 Martin, and 1 Emerald Bird is all you really need. So if you're building this deck, you don't really need anything else. But we also do play a Danger Engine. We do play 2 Jackalope, 1 Nessie, 1 Tsuchinoko, and 1 Danger Mothman. Now, the reason we're playing this specific lineup of dangers is because basically Danger Jackalope will summon more dangers from the deck. Tsuchinoko will always summon itself. Danger Nessie will summon the Jackalope, and Mothman is basically the one you really do want to summon out of these. So, basically, Danger Mothman is, because it's level 4, it gives you the rank 4 access, so you only really need 1 of this, but you play 2 Jackalope, basically because if you do discard it, you get to summon your Mothman anyway, but if you summon it, then you get that draw, and if you do draw another Jackalope, or you draw a different Danger, or something like that, then it's just another way to play the game, and also, we do play Curious in the deck, so it is another type, for us to make Curious as well. But mainly, you want to be playing 2 of these to summon this from the deck, 1 of this to search this, this or this, and then you just play the Tsuchinoko just because it is a guaranteed free summon as well. That's the danger engine though. You're not really needing any other dangers in the deck. We also do play though a Magician's Souls package. This package is absolutely insane in Lunalights because there are so many spell cards and trap cards in the deck that you actually just want to discard. And because of that, this card just says, oh, I get to discard these cards for free, gain extra advantage, and just be better off in the end. So this just gives you more free advantage overall and is really strong. And also, you don't want to draw this, but if you do draw this, the reason you play specifically Apprentice Illusion Magician is because if you do draw this, you can still discard a card in your hand and special summon it. So you have another way to discard cards in your hand and also just get another monster body on board to make something like a Curious or something. So whole reason why you're playing this package though is because this card says draw more cards. We also do play one more winged beast, which is Zephyros the Elite. We are playing one Zephyros, and the reason for that is it's basically the same as Martin. It's able to return a face-up card on the board to our hand, and majority of the time you're going to be wanting to loop your Tigers just so you can end on a very decent board. So we play one Zephyros because we can search it, discard it, then return Tiger to our hand to gain another rank level 4 monster to go into an Xyz play or a Link play. And the final monsters in the deck, we do play 2 Psyframe Gamma and 1 Driver. Now, the reason we're playing 2 Psyframe Gamma is because this card is actually searchable in the deck, so you don't really need to play more than 2 Gamma, in my personal opinion. Now, if you're going second, obviously, if you don't see it, you don't see it, and 3 would probably be better, but I tried to keep this deck within 40 cards as well, and playing 2 just seems to be better for me, just because you can't use it after, pretty much. If you use this on turn 1, the other 2 copies in the deck are dead anyway, because the driver will end up being banished. So playing 2 just seems like the better number for me, just because in that case you don't really need to care if your opponent is doing something like that. So I just preferred this ratio. It's working for me and I'm enjoying it. But those are all the monsters. I feel like the monster lineup is literally very solid in my opinion. Like in testing, it's been going very well. I haven't really had any issues with the lineup, and I have changed it quite a few times. There was one build where I took out the dangers. There was one build where I was playing like free Gamma, like builds with no Magician Souls. But this is just literally the build that I've come to and found the most useful out of the testing. So this is the monster lineup that I'm most happy with. But for spells though, we play 3 Perfume. Basically, you play 3 of this because it's a monster reborn for any Lunalight in the graveyard. But the main thing is, while it's in the graveyard, you can discard a card and banish this card to search a Lunalight card, a Lunalight monster. So you're going to be it gives you more consistency to get to your Lunalight Tigers and your Kaleido Chick just to have the full combo in the deck. We also play 3 Tenki for the same reason, because it searches Chick or Tiger. We also play 3 Foolish Burial of Goods because it says send Perfume to the graveyard, which gives us Kaleido, Chick, or Tiger. Basically, you want as many ways to get to Kaleido, Chick, or Tiger on your turn 1, because those are the cards that will facilitate your full combo in the deck. And we're also playing 3 Instant Fusion because I'm actually playing a Shadow Winder in this deck, because you can actually end on a board with Shadow Winder, Lambda, and Redoer, and Light Dragon Ignister. So this is actually just something that I've been testing, and it's been working out really well for me, and I'm really liking it. We're also playing 2 Allure of Darkness just for a bit of random draws to boost the consistency a bit. But for trap cards, we do play triple Infinite Impermanence just because it can't be called by the grave, it can't be stopped through cards like that, so I feel like it is like one of the best hand traps in the game, and also because it's just a trap card that we can, it's synergy with basically Magician's Souls, and because of it's a trap, we can just set it, and then if we feel like we need to use it, then we can just activate it while we have cards on the board and just stop our opponent from playing the game there. So that's why we play Infinite Impermanence, and we also do play 1 Serenade Dance, because it's searchable through Yellow Martin, and we can also send it off goods, and it basically does Perfume, but instead of adding a card, it will summon a Lunalight from the deck, so this will basically give us a way to get a free body on board with no problems whatsoever. So that's the main deck. As I said, I'm quite happy with the monster lineup. The spell lineup is obviously very just consistency based, and except for like the instant fusions to kind of like have a floodgate on the end board. But honestly, from testing, I've been really liking how this has been going, and I feel like this is a very solid main deck. And you may have noticed I'm not playing double or nothing. I didn't want to play the double or nothing package because it basically is a brick majority of the time. Because literally I've been testing so much and I keep drawing the double or nothing, and every time I draw the double or nothing, it's like, oh, this is a brick. This doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. So I felt like cutting it was the better option. Even when I had Magician's Souls, yeah, it gave me an extra draw, but it's like it's not doing anything else other than that. So I felt like cutting it and replacing it with better cards. Such as Danger Tsuchinoko and stuff. Let's go into the extra deck though, because I kind of want to show this off as well. So for extra deck, we're playing one IP Masquerena. Just for those times where you want to have a way to have a unicorn on your opponent's turn for that extra disruption. One Barricade Board Blocker because it says discard for free. Literally, it's the only reason I play this card, because literally when it's summoned, you can discard a card, and because of that, it's just so useful. And it being a link monster means that I have the down pointing arrow for another Xyz monster as well, and also have the ability to make it into a curious because it's a dark machine, so that's a different attribute as well. We also play one Lambda because of it searches our Cyframe Gammas, and we end on it majority of the time in this deck. One Nightmare Unicorn to get rid of problems and be useful on our opponent's turn with IP Masquerena. One Curious because it sends Perfume, it sends Zephyros, it sends Serenade Dance to the graveyard. It just sends any card we want in the graveyard, and also if we choose to keep it on the board, then we literally just let it die and we add any card back from our graveyard to our hand. One Appaloosa. We're playing one Appaloosa obviously because there will be times where you can't end on like the Lambda board. So just to change that, so we still have some sort of disruption when we go into Curious, we just make the Appaloosa instead. So we have two negates with the Appaloosa instead. We also do play one Borrelsword Dragon because OTK potential is always really nice. That's all the links though. Like I feel like that's all the links you really need for Lunalights. Like I've been trying others, but a lot of them didn't come up, so I kind of replaced them with more rank 4s because Lunalight is a deck that I would say is more of a rank 4 based deck right now. Obviously it was originally based for Fusion, but it's a lot more rank 4 based in my opinion at this current time in Yu-Gi-Oh! For the Xyz monsters we play one Force Tricks to search the Zephyros. We play one Abyss Dweller for those graveyard decks such as the Mirror Match, Shadows, Spiral, anything along those lines. One Exciton Knight because we're going to nuke your board and you're not going to be happy about it. One Turn 1 Babushka because of in defense mode you can't use any monster effects. Pretty cool. One Agnista Light Dragon because now the reason we play this is because basically it says if a monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can detach a material and prevent that. And this card is the whole reason this deck is functioning for me, and the whole reason I chose this build. So, because of that one effect, it's basically Dingirsu, and you get to keep this on board when you instant fusion, and I really found that to be good. So that's why we're playing this deck. This is why I'm playing this build. One time fee free duo because the Lambda bit, you literally need to summon this, make Lambda, summon this, banish this in Lambda Zero, and then during the end phase, you get to search a Cyframe Gamma, and also if you detach a Martin, you get to search Serenade Dance with this card as well, which is really good and synergizes great. 1,000 Eyes Restrict for when you go second because I'm gonna suck your card up and you're not gonna be able to stop me half the time. And finally, one Winder because instant fusion we can literally just end on a board that looks like this. We can literally just end on a board that looks like this with a Gamma. Well, actually, there will be this on the board as well. Like a board that ends up like this, and we can just look at our opponent and be like, hey, sick, I win. Because of that, you'll have a Gamma, you'll have the Winder, you'll have the way to protect the Winder. This will go ahead and get a material, and it will just be like, oh, I've got so much from you, and you can't really do much to me. But guys, yeah, that is the deck profile, though. I have done a lot of testing on this deck. I've been really theorizing a lot. I've looked at other builds that I personally wasn't really too interested in. Like, I was more interested in, like, just a full combo build where we try to end on, like, Winder or Babushka with a negate and other sorts of things. Just, like, floodgates that can prevent our opponent from playing the game. And, honestly, in testing, this has been going very well. I've been really enjoying it, really liking it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile, too, though, for seeing my logic behind some of my choices, the reasonings behind why I'm playing certain cards in the deck, and I hope you enjoyed that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for Wednesday, because Wednesday I will be doing a hand testing video with this deck to just showcase some of the combos and stuff you can get out of random hands. So I hope you will be ready and for that and enjoy it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Twitch. I don't know how often I'll be streaming on Twitch right now, because like my life's in a bit of a state. Plus, well, my life's not in a state, but it's like in a situation where I have to focus on other things at times, because of, like, there was times last week where I was unable to stream. But please stay tuned for streams on there as well. I'll probably be streaming more on YouTube again though, because purely because of like Twitch I'm not getting a lot of you guys on Twitch, so I'm kind of thinking, oh, I'll go back to YouTube for a bit, showcase the Twitch there, and then hopefully move over to Twitch later on. But guys, please stay tuned for that. Check out the Twitch channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this Lunalight deck profile. I really do like the build and how I've gone with it. But guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Robot1 signing out, and Kaleido Chick send and activate Tiger to summon a Tiger. You would never do this, but whatever. Later all.